Welcome back, cheesy minions, and I have a battle here against Captain B-Nard, a fellow YouTuber, as well as a member of my Discord, and we had a battle on my last Twitch live stream, which happened last Friday night, and this is going to be an underused match, so, all in all, a really interesting tier, one that I've actually not been that good at. I think I've lost a few of my last UU matches, but I'm going to, give it another go. So I'm going to go ahead and lead with a Zelf. This is a lead Zelf, kind of like a blast from the past from like Gen 4, like Explosion and Stealth Rock and Taunt and all that fun stuff. He has some interesting stuff, so let's hopefully have a good one. So he's going to go ahead and lead with his Zelf. Correction, and I'm going to lead with my Zelf. And, yeah, derp. And yeah, in comes his Cobalion. And I'm just going to go ahead and taunt in case this thing wants to like set up Stealth Rocks right off the bat, which I kind of suspect it's going to want to do. And it ends up working out really nicely for me because he does indeed try to go for those LSARs. And yeah, now I'm just going to go for it. And yeah, he's going to be able to get off a hit on me. I do have a Focus Sash, so I know he can't possibly kill me. And that Iron Head is actually just going to do a little over half. Now, obviously, he's Steel type, so I don't really want to explode, and I don't carry the Fire Blast or the Fire Punch or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch out into my Moltres. And I do that because Moltres is, a fire Pokemon, pretty good. But yeah, in comes his Togekiss, and this is unfortunately, like, obviously a pretty specially bulky Pokemon. But I figured I really don't want this thing annoying me, and I kind of figure he's gonna like T-Wave, and if I switch out, then I'm gonna get something paralyzed. If I stay in, I'm just gonna hope that I'm gonna go ahead and kill him here with the Z Hurricane, the Supersonic Sky Strike. And obviously, Z Hurricane is an immensely powerful move. Moltres has good special attack, and this is stabbed, and I'm able to actually take out the Togekiss, which is really awesome for me. In one blow, so that's actually really awesome. So yeah, in comes his Raikou though. And this guy is going to outspeed me. He can, like, Volt Switch. He probably is going to Volt Switch. But I'm like, okay, let's go into my Alolan Muck, who does have the Assault Vest. I know he's probably going to Volt Switch and obviously get into a better, beneficial matchup. Indeed, he does. I did see the Life Orb on that Raikou, though, so I don't have to worry about an Assault Vest Raikou. So that's actually kind of good, because I have a few special Pokemon that'll find that Raikou a little easier to take down. So yeah, in comes his Cobalion again, and here he makes a fantastic play. I go right back into Moltres, and he ends up carrying the Rocky MZ on this thing, presumably, I guess, Z Stone Edge, and this was just a really good play for him. He already saw that Moltres was kind of like my go-to switch on this thing, and yeah, he's going to go ahead and catch me here, and just completely take care of Moltres. I thought he was going to go ahead and try to set up Stealth Rocks again, but he's, yeah, going to surprise me there with the, Rocky MZ. So down I go. And it does give me a free switch in a kommo-o, though. And I'm pretty sure I can take a hit from this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a Dragon Dance. This is UU, so I can't use his the Kommo-o MZ because that's banned in UU. So this is actually a Dragon Dance set I'm going with. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get off that +1. He goes for a close combat. So yeah, I can definitely kill him with a close combat of my own now. Unfortunately, he's gonna predict this. It's a pretty obvious close combat. But at the same time, I don't want to risk going and losing my kommo-o. I didn't want to, like, over-predict. He ends up going in this Claydol, but that's a 2-hit KO, despite the resistance. That just shows you the power of Dragon Dance kommo-o. With that stab close combat, it absolutely wrecks because, yeah, Claydol is not a frail Pokemon. It is a bulky Pokemon. It has the resistance, and close combat is still going to be able to take it out with 2 hits. And the best part is, I didn't have to lock myself into, like, Outrage. So, yeah, that would have been bad. He was probably trying to bait me, locking myself into Outrage so he could go into his Cobalion for the resistance. But now I don't need to. But now I am going to go ahead and lock myself into Outrage. I'm hoping to take out this, this Golisopod. I don't actually take it out, so it's probably like a bulky Golisopod, you'd have to think. It does trigger the emergency exit, though, and that thing should die when it switches back in due to a Stealth Rush, so that's not bad. He is going to, however, go back into his Cobalion. I am locked into Outrage now. I'm hoping that it'll do a decent chunk, but it actually doesn't do that much, just because of how bulky Cobalion is and the resistance, and yeah, now he's going to be able to out kommo-o. But kommo-o definitely did some nice stuff here, and yeah, it swept that, and more importantly, it got rid of that Claydol, which it was probably his Rapid Spinner, so that was pretty darn clutch. Anyway, I'm going to go out into a Pokemon that kind of is overlooked in UU these days. It was UU back in Gen 5. Sorry, Gen 6, but not so much anymore. He makes a nice play sacking off his Golisopod to get a safe switch, as I just go for a Volt Switch. It's actually going to be a Specs Helio-Wisp. And, yeah, he ends up doing really nice damage to that Muck with the Specs Volt Switch. It actually makes me think And this Muck might not be Assault Vest, because that did more damage than I thought it would to an Assault Vest Muck. He's going to go ahead and knock off as I go in my Muck, and here I make a dumb, stupid, idiotic play. As soon as I click the button, I'm like, oh crap. Yeah, I hit knockoff, and I did it really without thinking, because this thing has Justified, so I'm going to give him the free Justified, because this is like the obvious switch-in, is this Kabalion. And I can't even, like, knock off an item from it, because we already knew it had the Z moves, so that was just stupid. And now I'm just going to go for Shadow Sneak to try to get damage before I die, because, honestly, I know I have to sack something off. I think I have Starmie. I bet it made more sense to sack off Starmie, but, yeah, this was just stupid, and now I'm going to lose Muck after getting this thing a free +1 for no reason. But no, I'm going to go back to my Heal-O-Wisp. I should outspeed it here, and like I said, I am at Specs, so I'm just going to go ahead and lock myself into Thunderbolt, my strongest move, and looking at how much the Volt Switch did earlier to his Muck, I'm thinking I should be able to take it out. But he is going to go out into his Raikou first. He has the resistance here, but I know that he's not Assault Vested, so I'm pretty confident a Specs Thunderbolt will do more. So unless he has like Hidden Power Ground or something, which I don't even know if that would kill, because Hidden Power Ground, obviously unstabbed, isn't that strong. And he just goes for his own Thunderbolt, doesn't even do half. And, yeah, we already knew he was Life Orbed. And, yeah, after the Life Orb, especially, I'm going to be able to take this thing out. And his last Pokemon is his own Muck. And, like I said, I'm pretty confident that a Thunderbolt will be able to take it out. If it doesn't, I still have other Pokemon that can come in and revenge kill the Muck. So, good game there, Captain B-Nard. I am going to be able to sweep this up with, finish this up with Heal-O-Wisp. Specs Heal-O-Wisp doing some work, after it fell from the UU Graces in Gen 7, but it's still, very viable, as you can see. So today's question of the day is kind of going to go off the last question of the day when we were discussing this Pokemon, and now it is official. Welcome to Pokemon Meltan, and I just want your honest opinions about this Pokemon. The Hex Nut Pokemon, we know very little about it, but we do know it is an official Pokemon. It is going to come out in Gen 8, maybe even Let's Go. And it's going to be the special Pokemon, I believe, that is given to Pokemon Go players for buying Let's Go. It's obviously related to Ditto. It's already confirmed to be a mythic Pokemon, so there's that. It has, do you like its design? What do you think it's going to be? Like, obviously, it's kind of like a Ditto that's metal, and it has a nut on its head. We already know that it's going to have some relation to Ditto because of what's going on in Pokemon Go. So what are your theories about this Pokemon? What do you think it's going to be about? Do you like the design, and do you think it's going to be viable? As for me, I mean, obviously it's going to be base 600. If it doesn't get transformed, that would be sad. Obviously, transform actually really wouldn't be good. But yeah, we don't really know much about this Pokemon. But it has a Steel typing. It's pure Steel. We do know that. And obviously that's a pretty darn good typing. It has a chance to be very good, and depending on what its ability is, I'm sure it's going to have a very interesting ability. It's a very interesting looking thing. The eyeball still kind of creeps me out, but it's I want to say it's cute. But I don't even know. It's just so weird looking. And I don't know what's going on with the tail. I don't even know what that tail's supposed to be. Anyway, leave a comment about that and see you guys again next time. Later.